Hello students, today I will explain you what is parallel line and the angles formed under parallel line. Okay, so this chapter is chapter number 5, lines and angles. So first we will start from learning properties. So first of all I am drawing parallel line. Okay, these are parallel lines. Do you know what are parallel lines? Lines which do not meet each other at any point are called parallel lines. Lines which do not intersect each other at any point is called parallel line. Suppose this is your line M and this is your line N. So you can say that M and N are parallel lines. This line is called transversal line. This line is called transversal line, so I am giving its name T. So what is transversal line? A line which intersect parallel line at two distinct points. At two distinct, or you can say at two different points is called transversal line. A line which intersect parallel line at two distinct points is called transversal line. So M is parallel to N. Line M, this is symbol of parallel. Line M is parallel to N and T is transversal. T is transversal line. Okay. So how many angles are formed inside this? That I will explain you. So first I am taking interior angle. First I am taking interior angles. You know what are interior angles? The angles which are formed inside the parallel line are called interior angles. Okay, so how many angles are there in total? So you can mark here A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. Total 8 angles are there. So the angles which are inside the parallel line, see this is parallel line, this two, and inside this parallel line C, D, E and F. These 4 angles are called interior angles. So how many interior angles are there? So angle C, angle D, angle E and angle F. These are interior angles. Now second angle, exterior angle. Exterior means outside. You have already learned what do you mean by interior? Interior means inside and exterior means outside. So exterior AB, angle A, angle B, angle G and angle H. These are exterior angle. Okay. Now third one we are taking interior alternate angles. Interior alternate angles. Now what do you mean by alternate? Alternate means in this cross. Angle D and angle F. So your first pair is angle D and angle F. And angle D is equal to angle F. So you have to remember this property. These are called interior alternate angles and this pair is always equal. So angle D is equal to angle F. Same way, another pair you will get, second pair of angle C and angle E. So angle C is equal to angle E. Suppose C is 120 degree, so E will also be 120 degree. So both are equal. Now vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angles. Okay, so you have to remember vertically opposite angles are always formed in two intersecting lines. Suppose this is one pair of intersecting line and this is another pair of intersecting line. Okay, like this cross, this. So this angle will be equal to this. These are called opposite angles. Okay, this angle is equal to this. This and this are equal. This and this are equal. Okay, So here angle B, what is opposite angle of B? Angle D. So angle B is equal to angle D. Vertically opposite angles are always equal. Or you can write angle B and angle D are vertically opposite angle, and angle B is equal to angle D. Second pair you will get A and C. Angle A and angle C. Vertically opposite angle. From here, when you check from here, you will get E and G. Angle E is equal to angle G, and angle F is equal to, or you can write and also. Okay, we are writing pairs. Angle F is equal to angle H, and angle F and H are vertically opposite angle. If suppose this is 60 degree, then H will also be 60 degree. So these pairs, the pairs which are forming here are always equal. Okay, now come on corresponding angle. Corresponding angles. So here also you will get 4 pairs. See, the angle below this line and the angle below this line. So D and H. Angle above this line and angle above this line means A and E. So angle A and angle E are corresponding angles. First pair, angle D and angle H. Angle D and angle H are corresponding angles. So you have to learn this all. If you revise this 5 to 10 times, definitely you will learn. Now the angle above this line is B and above this line is F. So B and F. Angle B and angle F are corresponding angle, and the angle below this line is angle C, and here angle G. C and G are corresponding angles. Okay, now linear pair. What are linear pair? Two angles on a straight line are called linear pair. So I am explaining here. Linear pair, for your understanding, suppose take this line, this line. So how many angles are there on this line? 2 angles. So you can write angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. The property is linear pair. So you have to remember, I have already explained you different types of angles also. So a straight line always measure 180 degree. And when you get 2 angles, then it becomes linear pair. Pair means 2. Okay. So angle A and angle B is equal to 180 degree. The reason is linear pair. So when you check like this, angle A and D, this is also a straight line. Angle A and D, so angle A plus angle D is also 180 degree. This is also linear pair. B and C, B plus C is 180 degree. C and D is 180 degree. E and H 180 degree. E and F 180 degree. F and G 180 degree. F and G on this straight line, and G and H on this straight line. So you have to remember, 2 angles on a straight line forms a linear pair, and a linear pair always measure 180 degree, and this 180 degree is also known as supplementary angle. When you add 2 angles and you get the sum 180 degree, then it is called supplementary. Okay, so supplementary means 180 degree. Okay.